Since launching 7 years ago, the Evoque has done for Land Rover what the Cayenne did for Porsche, making it, perhaps, the most important model in its lineup. And while sales normally taper off as a vehicle ages, that hasn't been the case here. The buyers just keep on coming. When you have such a successful formula, wisdom suggests not to mess with it. The second generation's design is only a subtle evolution, yet looks can be deceiving because this car is fresh from the ground up. The body structure is 99.9% new with only the door hinges remaining from the former car. Plus, it sits on a new platform, the Premium Transverse Architecture, which crucially allows for mild hybrid and plug-in hybrid variants and gives more interior space. Space was a major bugbear on the last Evoque. This new model has almost the same footprint as the previous generation, as dictated by buyers' wishes, yet the wheelbase is 21 mm longer. Land Rover admits that it lost prospective owners the first time round due to poor rear space versus rivals, so you'd imagine this was top of the improved list here. When the Evoque launched, the compact SUV segment barely existed. Now, with a shed load of rivals, the Evoque must not only be on a par for space but everything else too. Diesel is certainly not dead when it comes to the Evoque. 75% of sales are expected to be oil burners. There are 6 4-cylinder powertrain options, split equally between diesel and petrol. Bar the entry-level D150 diesel, all have a torque vectoring 4-wheel drive system and are assisted by a 48 volts mild hybrid. Behind the wheel of the mid-range D180 diesel, likely to be the biggest seller, there's enough grunt to satisfy on all but the steeper hills, although its pairing with the auto box can be troubled, acting overzealously when driving in anything but the smoothest of fashions. Still, the hushed tones of this engine should be applauded, as should the broader refinement of this car. It defiantly absorbs undulations and cossets the driver in equal measure, achieving this without the loss of decent dynamics. This doesn't float around the road but instead moves with relaxed purpose and respectable body control into twists and turns. It's not the most agile in its class, not least because of its sheer mass, a hefty 1,891 kilograms, but thanks, in part, to a quicker steering ratio, turning into corners still holds some joy. Thankfully, that's not at the expense of straight-ahead driving where stability reigns. That sense of luxury behind the wheel translates to an improved interior in every facet. You'll find better quality materials, although still the odd scratchy plastic when you look hard, and notably more rear leg room, albeit not class-leading. The dash and markedly the dual-screen infotainment system are, in this writer's opinion, the best looking in the class, evoking, see what I did there, exactly the kind of luxury that Land Rover hoped, not least to justify the costly sum of this model. If over-the-air updates, ample USB ports and Apple CarPlay, Android integration no longer impress in this digital age, and the Evoque ticks all these boxes, there are 2 nifty technologies that might. The first uses a roof-mounted camera to display the road behind on the rear-view mirror at the flick of a toggle, eradicating visibility or full boot issues. The other is a so-called see-through bonnet, in which a number of cameras build an image of what's underneath the car. It's perfect for off-roading but, more prudently, it's just as effective when parking near high curbs in cities. Just a quick mention, then, for the Evoque's off-roading capabilities. Despite few owners veering off-road, Land Rover's 4x4 routes mean it won't create a car which isn't adept. This is no soft roader, with respectable 212mm ground clearance and numerous all-terrain systems, and found to be even more skillful than its predecessor on a varied off-road course. Thanks to its improved comfort, practicality and innovative technology, the Evoque has dramatically stepped up, bringing it onto a level playing field with rivals such as the Volvo XC40 and Audi Q3. Good lease rates will be crucial given that this is a pricier proposition than those competitors, but nonetheless the Evoque has reached maturity at a time when it was crucial it did so.
Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Subscribe to Auto TV.